My first guest is one of those rare and dynamic talents who can make the hair on the back of your neck stand up with the electricity he brings to every single performance. Billy Porter.
2007, we'll start there. The backstory was one of the worst years of my life. I say I was on the precipice of obscurity. Wasn't working a lot in show business. February of that year, I was diagnosed with diabetes. I was signing bankruptcy papers. And by June of that year, 2007, I was diagnosed HIV positive. And then Pose happened. And I said, okay, God, universe, she, them, they, whatever we call the force. And then Pose happened. And I said, okay, God, universe, she, them, they, whatever we call the force. I understand because I was left here to tell the story, to remind the world that we were here. We've always been here. We're still here. And we're not ever going anywhere. And look at God.
Look at you.
Look at me. The God that's in me. And I say God because we have to start speaking in the right terms. The first thing that's taken away from us as LGBTQ people from everybody is our spirituality, is God. God hates fags. No, he doesn't. Stop it. And I said, okay, God, universe, she, them, they, whatever we call the force. God hates fags. No, he doesn't. Stop it. Within a year, my mother had met and married my stepfather, who proceeded to sexually molest me from the time I was 7 to the time I was 12. And to me, well, these are my man lessons, right? But the thing she said to me was, stop doing this, son. Please stop doing this. I know that I didn't know how to be the mother that you needed me to be at the beginning of this journey, but it has been decades now. I need you to stop this.
What did she want you to stop?
Stop hiding from her. Stop withholding from her. She said you spent 14 years with this by yourself for no reason.
Really, nigga?
That is what being a Christian means. That is what it is. No, I'm gonna come on Tamron and talk about it.
Okay.
Let's have the real conversation as to why when I put on my Oscar dress for Sesame Street, people think I'm coming to get your children and molest your children. Let's have that conversation for real. Why is that the connection that you make? Why is that the connection? Because that's not the truth and it's not right and you know it. So why are we still doing that?
Right.
You know, I waited my whole life for somebody to do this and say it out loud. I waited my whole life.
But you are that somebody.
I didn't know I was the person. I didn't know that I was supposed to be the person, you know?
Well, you are who you were waiting for.
Sometimes we are the change that we've been waiting for.
And you are that.
You know, my survival was so that I could be the vessel. So it was clear to me every time I read one of those scripts, it's like, I'm a vessel for something that's greater than myself. I'm here. Like, there's nothing to fear. There's nothing to worry about anymore. There's no shame anymore. There's nothing to fear. There's nothing to fear. It's like, I'm here. Like, there's nothing to fear.
There's nothing to fear.
Well, you have given us joy and inspiration. And you're just, in a word, great. Your greatness, unmatched.
Thank you.
Thank you. And I cannot wait to see all of the wonderful things on that long list now that this cloud is gone.
Go on, honey. Get ready.
That sound you heard was Billy Porter and all of the things he's doing. Billy Porter, thank you so much.
And thank you for having me, and thank you for doing this with me.
You know, it hit me when I was on the set last week how profound it is that I am playing the fairy godmother, the fairy godmother, the fairy godmother. They call it the Fab G. Magic has no gender. We are presenting this character as genderless. At least that's how I'm playing it. And it's really powerful. You know, this is a classic. This is a classic fairy tale for a new generation. And I think that the new generation is really ready. You know, the kids are ready. It's the grown-ups that are slowing stuff down.
You know, like, I'm because of the emasculation of the black man. I didn't know that I had that much power. But now that I know I do, you can expect me to be wielding it every chance I get.
You are an asshole, man.